Hi there, Jason Lash with Epique Realty. I get asked this question a lot as to why am I at Epique Realty? And to explain that, I want to first start off and tell everybody where I started. We started in 2008, where that's where the Lash Group was actually started at ERA Real Estate. It was actually the end of 2008, so called 2009, our first full year in the industry. And I was at ERA Real Estate, and that was a great place for me at that time to start. They, I believe, are the first brokerage out there to offer the instant cash offer marketing. And something that I was able to take with me the rest of my life. And it was a great experience there. Unfortunately, after being there for about 18 months, they went out of business. Not the national franchise, just the local franchise owner, not the national brokerage. The local franchise owner, I believe, is still in business. So, but it was a great time. I had a great broker there. I really had a really important person in my life was my broker, Lloyd Reed, and just a great experience there. From there, I went to a brokerage called Prudential Real Estate. For those people who remember Prudential Real Estate, I believe it's going to be about 2010. I love Prudential. And a few years after being there for a few years, however, I was bought up by Berkshire Hathaway. And I was with Berkshire Hathaway all the way to 2019. In 2019, I made a switch over to eXp Realty. And I'm going to tell you why we switched here. So I really love Berkshire Hathaway. As a matter of fact, I still have friends at Berkshire Hathaway, lifelong friends there. Jim Face was my broker, one of the best brokers, if not the best broker in the industry. It was just a great experience. Had a lot of lifelong relationships there, a lot of friendships there. However, at the end of 2018, I did a profit loss statement, and I found with all the franchise fees that they were charging us, with the profile fees, with all these fees that they were charging, actually my bills actually added up to almost about $95,000 to work at Berkshire Hathaway. Love the brand. I found myself buying my own technology that was going to work better for our team. But the brand was great. The office was great. Management was great. I had great relationships, super close with my broker. It was a great experience. But I had to make a business decision. I wanted to grow the business. And unfortunately, the fees were kind of keeping me down a little bit. So we made a change. We went to eXp Realty. And we opened up actually the first ever office of eXp Realty in our market. This was May 15th of 2019. And I loved it. It was a great experience at eXp Realty. Again, been real blessed with all the brokerages out there. Loved the revenue share. Revenue share was a game changer to us. We're getting thousands of dollars, a couple $1,000s every single month. That was a nice little base for our business here. The stock was great. And it was a great experience at eXp Realty. Then it came forward here at the end of 2023, a good friend of mine by the name of Lee Garland, who was also at eXp Realty at the time, asked me to take a look at Epique Realty with him. And I took a look at it, and it looked awesome. I couldn't get it out of my mind, kind of all the benefits. The way they're giving back, their fees were even less than eXp Realty. I felt that the opportunity for me was going to be a little bit more when it comes to revenue share and stock. So super, super excited. And we made a change. We actually made the change on March 1st of 2024. And just like being the first person to open up the office, a physical office of eXp Realty in my market, and the first Icon agent in my market, and first mega team in our market with eXp, we became the first office to open up, first person to open up an office of Epique Realty, my office, first power agent and power team at Epique Realty in our market. So real proud of what we've accomplished here, but I'm going to go ahead and now, and I'd like to talk a little bit about what Epique Realty offers and why we're here. Okay, so let's talk about Epique Realty. And it's going to feel a little bit like eXp. Let's be honest, all the people here, for most of the people here at Epique Realty, all came from eXp Realty. And we're going to start talking about leadership at Epique Realty. So Josh Miller's CEO, his sister Janice is CEO of the company, both former from Epique Realty. Sam Rodriguez was a member of board of directors. I believe he's was in charge of the teams division at Epique Realty, or at eXp Realty. Now, one of the challenges I did find myself at eXp Realty, because we were in there early on, was I kind of went with some local people, very good friends, and very nice people. We're a team that's selling hundreds of homes a year, and let's just be honest, the upline, but they did. They're individual agents with different goals, different problems, and frankly, my problems are very different than their problems here. So I wanted this time around to surround myself with success, and want to be around with some of the most successful people in the industry. So I wanted people that were at a level that I was trying to get to. And I do believe if you want to be successful, you should surround yourself with successful people. So my direct sponsor at Epique Realty is Nicole Gaudet. Nicole Gaudet is the number one agent in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Sells anywhere from 200, 250 units a year. She owns a marketing service called Trace, Top Real Estate Systems. Actually manages a lot of my Google ads, a lot of Google stuff. We do a lot of Google advertising, so it's really nice to have somebody like that as my direct sponsor. On top of her is Kyle Robinson. Kyle Robinson is a normal agent in Iowa. Kyle's a good friend of mine. I used to make fun of Kyle. He's kind of a serial entrepreneur. He owns a mortgage company, title company, construction company, roofing company, flipping company, just tons of investment properties. When I have business questions in general, Kyle's one that's on the short list of somebody that I'm going to call. Just a very smart guy and also very good, just a real giving man. On top of him is Lee Garland, who I mentioned before. Lee is the one that actually was the most influential in getting me to Epique Realty. He's on the Agent Advisory Council. Kind of nice. If there's any questions or concerns, I can go right to the Agent Advisory Council. Lee Garland is the number one agent in Mississippi. People make jokes that you can't even drive on a highway in Mississippi without seeing Lee's billboards. And it's so nice being surrounded not only just by very, very successful people, massively successful people, but good humans that are there to help you. I can call any of these people on the screen at any time and ask any questions. And that's really, really powerful to have. Now, when Josh started Epique Realty, he had a philosophy. It's like all these brokerages out there give CRM systems, all these tools increase their business. To be honest, the top agents, they're going to have their own tools in here. So they do provide some of those tools, but they want to give us benefits for our lives, things that we use in our lives. So we're going to go through a list through some of the benefits. And this is really why we joined Epique Realty. So the story I heard was Josh was out showing houses and he came out and there was some bird poop on his car. So he said, wouldn't it be great if a brokerage would actually wash your car? So one of the first benefits you're going to get here is a car wash membership. That's right. You get unlimited car washes. Now, this is a little area specific. So, certain areas don't have car washes that we found. And unfortunately, that if you're in those markets, you're not going to get a car wash. But I get car washes all the time. As a matter of fact, I had one the morning of this video. I had another car wash here, especially living up north in the wintertime when we get all sorts of junk on our cars. I am always going through the car washes. When I was at my previous brokerages, I still had a membership, and I was paying $30 a month. So I just saved $360 just in car washes alone when I joined to Epique Realty. Free healthcare. And this has also been a game changer. So when we joined Epique Realty, I was going through the list of benefits here, and it's like, oh, wow, you're going to give me free prescriptions. Now, to be honest, I do have insurance through my wife's job, but whenever we use my wife's insurance, we do have to pay a deductible. So we do get free prescriptions here. We do get 24/7 urgent care with no deductible. When going down the list here, I said, heck, if you guys are going to pay for my mental health, I went into therapy. Again, no deductible. You can add children and spouses as an add-on. And if you want traditional, let's call it full coverage or typical full coverage, that is going to be additional add-on. I was told that starts at $73 a month. But just the basic has been perfect for what we have. And I found it actually without the deductibles, we are saving money in our house by just using the Epique healthcare plan. So tons of mentorship. Tons of coaching in the company, tons of training. We even have Ryan Serhant's training program, lots of training. Earth to Orbit's another training program we have, lots of internal coaching and training. There's also positions for if you want to become a coach at some point, there's also positions for that for you at Epique Realty. You get headshots, and you get unlimited AI headshots. I know that looks a little bit like me. However, that is not me. That is AI. And if you don't like that picture, you can keep doing the headshots. You can have some fun with it and change your body type if you wish, or put you in some fun situations, or you can stay professional and like that, like I did with mine. And what are you going to do with those headshots? They are going to put you on a billboard. It's a digital billboard. Everybody at Epique Realty, free digital billboards. That's right. It's free. So fun when you drive down the highway, your customers drive down the highway and they see your signs out there. Now, again, this is going to be area specific. Certain areas don't have digital billboards. And if your area doesn't, then you can go ahead and you can pick what markets you want to advertise your digital billboard. You can simply move it to the next market over. Also, on the digital billboards, any listing you get over $400,000, they are going to advertise it on the digital billboards for you. And again, this is free. It does not cost anything. You do get sign install. Now, my last year at my previous brokerage, I actually paid $22,000 to have my signs installed. I am a bit bougie when it comes to my signs, kind of a sign snob. I don't like those cheap H-frames. I do like to have a sign install company install the signs. That way I don't have to manage it, so it's less time off me. And also, I believe that's a reflection on me, and I want to make sure I have a professional sign. On top of that, if there's some weather situations out there, we're not going to win every battle with weather, but we do have a better chance when you do use a professional sign install company. By me joining the Epique Realty, I saved $22,000 and having the signs installed for me and time. Free listing photos. You will get a free listing photo package. I saved $17,000 in listing photos when we came to Epique Realty. So it is professional photography. It's actually Boulevard Media, is who they use. Now, you can upgrade if you want and have some drones and some fancy stuff. I do like to do that. That is additional cost. But if you just want to get a basic package of 25, 30 high quality, HD quality photos, they will cover this free. Now, if this is you do list a house in an area where there doesn't happen to be a photographer, they will actually send you a $125 check so they can credit towards you finding a local photographer in that area, something that we've done quite often. Free transaction coordinating. I'll be honest, when we were at our previous brokerage, we had 2 transaction coordinators on our team. We had enough volume to support that. When we came to Epique Realty, I did lay one of them off just for a cost savings. It's paying that person a $40,000 yearly salary. And now Epique Realty takes care of our transaction coordinating. Canva Pro. I love Canva. This is the upgraded professional version and not the free version. I was paying $30 a month for Canva Pro. I saved another $360 by using the company Canva account. It is, again, a company Canva account, so it's not just a personal account. So if you're looking for any inspiration for for open house flyers or even a PowerPoint like this, you have access to all the company stuff. Free social media ads. Any listing you have over $400,000, they will boost for you and advertise it for free on social media. Any leads that come from it go to you without any additional split. In my previous brokerages, they did offer something similar. However, any leads that came through, they would actually sell it to us at a higher split. And yes, we do get free leads. These are free leads. We get expireds, FSBOs, withdrawals. You also, through Realty.com, you're going to get free Realty.com leads. We've experienced this to be mainly seller leads. According to that's at least our experience, but I do know people that have gotten some buyer leads from. We've had a few buyer leads. And this has actually turned into transactions. We've had enough business from Realty.com. We're not getting rich from it, but we've had enough business actually to 100% offset all of Epique fees just on this one feature right here. They do give you Lofty. It used to be called Chime. If those of you guys remember a CRM system called Chime, it's now called Lofty. It is the enterprise version. It's not a dial-down version. I do know other brokerages do provide it Lofty. However, they are usually providing the watered-down version, and they allow you to upgrade. This is going to be the AI enterprise version with all the AI texting. This is a great lead generation website. What I love about Lofty is it can actually generate leads, or even the Realty.com leads can go in there, and Lofty's AI will start texting the lead for you on top of you calling it. So that's going to help you to convert a lot more leads. It does come with smart plans. All the drips and everything are in there, but you can also customize and make your own drips. It's a great program. It's a great CRM system. It is also a great lead generation website. Tons of AI technology. Epique does, they're all about AI. I know in our state what they did is they actually uploaded the entire Red Book into our AI. So if you do have questions and it's after hours, you just want to ask a quick question, you can actually ask our AI similar to ChatGPT. Obviously, if it's a legal issue, you're going to want to get a broker or legal involved. But if you're just looking for quick answers, it's a great way just to kind of get what you need right away and move on. It is a two-way conversation. It is ran by OpenAI, so it is a chat box. Okay, free Con Ed. That's right, you get free Con Ed. Spend about $30 on continuing education. Now we get it for free. So another big savings right there. I love the Epique card. Epique card is one of my favorite Epique benefits here. It is a business card. You get one business card. And what's cool about this business card, you can actually just tap it on someone's phone. All your information gets shared into their phone, and the customer or another realtor can press send, and all their information gets sent to you. Now, if they do have, like, let's say, an outer box or something like that, you do get a QR code. They can scan the QR code on the card instead. You can then take that QR code and actually snip it and put it onto open house flyers. I know one person that turn it into a sticker and put it on the back of her phone. So it's pretty neat. When I was at my previous brokerage, I had over 1,000 business cards. When we left 4 years later, we only had about 700 business cards left. I hardly used the business cards. Since I've joined Epique Realty, I've had no need to buy business cards. Entire business is ran on a cloud app. You can do it. There's a desktop version. I personally prefer the desktop version, but there is a cloud app. Everything that's on the desktop will be on the cloud app. So that's our entire business. It's just ran on an app. It's pretty simple. A few other benefits that they have just added here. Redo is a fun app, so I can take a picture of a house. Let's say it's got some old shag carpeting. In the picture, I can replace the carpeting with hardwood flooring. I can show it to the buyers as to what the house is going to look like after all the repairs are going to be done. 24/7 roadside assistance is something that just came out. Pretty excited about that. Lots of coaching, lots of training here. Yes, they're going to have free tutoring, which is fun here. You do get free childcare if you need through a company called Urban Center. You're going to get a large credit to use that towards tutoring, childcare, or elder care, or even pet sitting for your pets. That's right. Epique Realty is willing to pay for a pet sitter. Another app, another benefit they just added is called Creator, and that's where you can make kind of like Canva, make a lot of videos with your listings. As a matter of fact, all your photos automatically go into Creator, and there is an automatic video that goes made for every single one of your listings. We do have a luxury division called Epique Estates. All right, let's talk about the fees. Now, this is the fees if you're a solo agent. If you're a team agent, that's going to have more of a one-on-one call. So if you have questions about the team setup, let me know. Let's talk about the commission splits. You're on an 85-15 split. It is $149 a month, or you can pay $1,200 a year. There's one other fee here. It's a 0.1% transaction fee, and that's going to be capped at $500 per file. So you sell $1 million house, there's a $500 fee. So a $200,000 house, there's a $200 fee. And most people just pass that on to the clients. One thing at Epique Realty, what they want to do is they want to keep it super simple. Some of these other brokerages have real complicated splits. 3 numbers, 85-15 with a technology fee and a transaction fee. 3 things. No royalties, no franchise fees, no E&O insurance. By the way, franchise fees you're going to find is probably the biggest ripoff in our industry. Nobody should be paying any royalties or franchise fees regardless. But all E&O insurance and everything's included in those sets. So 85-15, you get the monthly technology fee of $149 or pay $1,200 a year, and you have the 0.1% transaction fee. Everything is capped. You have a $15,000 cap your first year, and what Epique Realty have found that it's actually cheaper to give us a credit to incentivize to stay at Epique Realty than actually go find new people. So every year I'm at Epique Realty, my cap goes down $1,000, and it'll bottom out at $10,000. So actually this year I have a $14,000 cap. What that means is that in the 85-15 split, 15% of the money goes to the company, and what that equals $14,000, my commission is capped. I'm a 100% agent. Tons and tons of stock in the company. Company's supposed to go public. We're hoping to go public by the end of next year, at the end of 2026. That's when the IPO, we're hoping to have an IPO. There's multiple ways you can get stock awards in the company. Just by signing up for Epique, you do get shares of stock in the company. When you hit your anniversary, if you help recruit an agent, when you sell your first home, when you hit your cap, when you become a power agent, there's 6 different ways you can get stock in the company. Like I said, the company is scheduled to go public at the end of 2026. At the time of this video, we are evaluating the stock at 53 cents a share. One other thing we have here is that you have the option. This is completely optional if you want to buy into it. They can take 10% of your commission on every deal and sell you the stock at a 20% discount. That means I'm actually buying shares of stock before it goes public at 44 cents a share. We have revenue share. Our revenue share system is super simple. There's no qualifiers. You don't have to go to conferences. There's no cultural requirements. You help grow the company. If you choose to do it, it's completely optional. But if you help grow the company, they're going to give a portion of your recruits back to you of the company dollar. So it's 10%. It's a very simple number. It's 10% of the company dollars that the agents you recruit into the company will be given back to you. So I recruit an agent. It's 10% of the company dollars. So let's say it's a $15,000 cap. I'm getting $1,500 for every agent I bring in. And that agent brings somebody else in. I get 10% of that level, and it goes 5 levels deep. So one of the nice things about this, again, made it super simple. Some of my previous brokerages, if you ask some of these other brokerages here, hey, what is your revenue share on the fourth line? People they have to look it up because they've made it so complicated. Some of these brokerages out there, you have to hit cultural requirements. You have to go to conferences. There's so many things you have to do just to earn the revenue share. You have to sell so many homes. What's nice about this is going to balance your income. This becomes a nice little base. At the time of this video, I'm making anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 every single month, just simply in revenue share. So just to recap Epique Realty here, they're going to cover your listing photos, they're going to cover your yard signs, they're going to cover your CE shop, your content courses, social media ads, social media posts, digital billboards, tons and tons of AI, Canva Pro headshots. Your cap goes down every year, and lots of AI. I can't. They just keep it growing and growing on the AI here. So the next steps here is if this is something you are interested in, go back to the person who referred you to this video. Or you're welcome to reach out to me if you have any questions. Jason Lash with Epique Realty. Make it a great day.